It's been 1 year since a tornado roared through western Massachusetts, and while it tore apart homes and lives, it also brought the community together to rebuild. Now 2 people have chronicled those experiences in a brand new book, The Springfield Tornado, Stories from the Heart. And we are happy to have the authors of the book, Lorettajo Kapinos and Shawn Morse, with us via Skype. Guys, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, and kind of want to get the idea from you, at least, the book is a collection of personal accounts of people who lived through the storm itself, and how did the idea come about?
Shawn is the founder of a website, springfieldtornadoes.com, and also a Facebook page that in the first few weeks shared a lot of experiences and stories, pictures, events, ways to help. I was very inspired to work with him when he asked for someone to put together a book because of all the hard work we've done.
Oh, and curious, are there any particular accounts? I mean, there have to be so many of them, but are there any of them that really, stick out to you maybe the most?
Jennifer, she's a 9-year-old girl at the time. Her house was in the direct path of a tornado, and just to hear the experiences she had to go through, the traumatic, I can't put into words, it's just so touching. The traumatic experience she had to go through, just thinking of her story, I almost want to tear up.
And anything in particular about, say, the rebuilding process itself that's kind of resonated with you the most? I mean, there's so much that goes on when we get into these situations that the whole community has to kind of pull together.
I do think that's what has been the most amazing is watching communities work together, neighbor helping neighbor. That was a lot of what people had said made the biggest difference was their neighbor stepping up to help. And churches, I heard a lot of churches in the community stepped in to help when no help was to be found.
You find the strength and meet neighbors you didn't even know lived there. And I'm curious, how's the response been so far for the book, even locally and beyond?
Amazing. Just overwhelming with all the people who want a copy of it.
It's very humbling.
Yes,
people are very excited for this book.
All right, very good. Well, Loretta and Shawn, we thank you so much for your time today, and I certainly hope a lot of folks can benefit from at least hearing some of the stories that went on there, Danielle. And this is where I grew up, this region of the country, and you don't usually think of it as an active tornado zone, but of course, yesterday was the anniversary of that EF3 tornado.
Yeah, I will be snagging a copy of that book for sure. Well, still ahead on Weekend Now, we are